Okay, now I'm in a spot where I wanna be. Now I'm in a drop where I wanna be. Is you gon' slide, is you gon' ride, is you gon' come with me? I hit you from the side too many times, you got enough of me? Show me some things that I wanna see. Play with your box, make it hot for 100 degrees. Let me show you the way, ma, I wanna lead you. Need you undressed when I come to see you. Make it a movie.
Okay. The question was, what do you wish that people would ask you in an interview?
That's
like,
a
you wish
great
people would
ass
ask her that
question.
shit. Yeah.
That's a great. I wish people ask all artists, not just me, about their mental health more often. Because for some reason, people think artists are just fucking robots and don't have feelings. And that to me is just like, I know I'm gonna get to a space where people feel like that about me at one point in time. Like, I respect Kendrick Lamar, and I don't listen to Big Sean right now, but I respect Big Sean for taking time off to go to therapy and creating an album where it's like you're reflecting on your growth. Whether I listen to it or not, I can respect that because I've been through, I actually wrote an anxiety guide when I was 19, so mental health is important to me, but I feel like it should be important to everybody.
Yeah.
Because you want to get asked how you feel, and even if your generic ass answer is I'm okay, and you're not, that's on you at the end of the day. But it's just like, you might ask a rapper one day, like, or a singer, or just a nigga that plays the drums, how do you feel? Give me a real answer. Okay is not accepted. A nigga might say, I am okay because this, that, and third, or I feel terrible. And the nigga might just be like, because I'm hungry. Or it's like, nigga, my mom just died last week, and nobody even cared to send condolences. But everybody's asking me for money.
Right.
Like, we gotta really understand. But and this is why I'm saying this, because now we're in a space where you can get so much more personal with the superstar nowadays. There's subscription channels, there's YouTube channels, there's Instagram stories, there's Twitter posts. We know everything we need to know about people like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And if we feel like either star is going through a mental breakdown, why are we not asking the questions that need to be asked? If you really care about this, if this is your favorite star, whatever the case may be, I understand that sometimes it's just for ratings, but sometimes you gotta put shit to the side because you can still ask the crazy irate question too. But just check in on people. And for me, I would think my question that I would want people to ask me is what they feel like I lack. And I feel like this is always a question that can be asked no matter where you go. Because it's all subjective. It's opinionated at the end of the day. And you never know what somebody might take heed to. But it could be something like, oh, I think you need to make a song. You need to make more songs for women. Or I feel like you should get a haircut. I feel like you need to show your face more. It can be little simple things that somebody might have already been thinking about, and it's just like, okay, this might be a little bit of validation, but just for me, I would love for people to take that question into consideration when it comes to me. Because me, personally, outside of like Doshi's answer, I feel like the bars are there. I feel like niggas fuck with the bars. I feel like that's not what's missing for me.
She was like, y'all didn't hear me just like drop this quadruple entendre like in this shit. Like, niggas don't even care.
A lot of the times it's not even about they don't care. They don't understand.
She was like, it went right over their head.
That's where we at, but that's because of what we've allowed for so long, and that's why I'm happy that it's moving into this space and place, because it's like, how much more of this bullshit can we get?
Yeah.
How much simpler can this thing be? This is as simple as we need it to be. Like, let's get back to shit being mysterious, storytelling. You having to understand, like, I love being a rapper and I aspire to be a rapper. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper because when I was younger, him and Big, and even I give my credit to a Mace, there's nothing we have to look up these days.
Yeah. Literally.
Nothing at all.
I haven't been on Genius in about 7 years.
We don't gotta, there's no entertainment, even that, like, I used to want to be on Genius so bad, like, yo, I can't wait to break down these bars for niggas. We don't even really look at that shit no more, cause like, nigga, I know what you meant. Like, nigga, you didn't say nothing that made me think, like, at all. There's no emotion, like, and that's why I think a person like Raw Wave is so big, because we actually get emotion. That's something that has been missing. He can make all the sad music he wants to make. It makes people feel something.
Yeah.
he might be, I don't really listen to him, but I know he's saying something to have all of these fans. You obviously are pulling something out of people where they want to listen to you, they fuck with you. We're not getting that, no. Like, it's like, bro, oh my gosh, what are we talking about, y'all?
You know, the last thing to say about this, I think that this recession that niggas say we not in, niggas say we in, whatever the fuck, niggas is broke.
Niggas is broke.
Niggas is broke.
Niggas is broke. We're tired of hearing about your cars,
exactly,
your clothes, your hoes, your jewelry.
That's what's gonna reset that shit.
Niggas don't have that.
Niggas is broke.
Like,
niggas don't want to hear about how
niggas don't have that.
Niggas do not have that.
Like, y'all niggas need to get back on the ground. Like, and I get it. When you're in a certain space and place where you don't see that anymore, it's hard for you to talk about it. But bro, 9 times out of 10, when you become rich, 95% of the people you know are not as rich as you.
Yeah.
It is easy to go tap in with your people.
That's late on rent.
That's late on rent.
You
that's
know,
going through just for a creative sense. Tell this. This is why Big was so important. And with him only having Tupac too, him only having 2 albums, he's still one of the greatest names to hold weight in the lineage of hip hop, because it's like we're still going back to Juicy. From his first line saying that it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. It's just like, we can envision, like, I used to do shit like this. He's telling you about what he came from and how he got to where he is. But in both of his albums, Ready to Die is like, I'm in this space, I want to die. I hate everybody. I hate my mom. I hate my girl. My life is fucked up.
Suicidal thoughts.
You feel me? Like, this is how people feel, though. And then when you get to Life After Death, it's like, okay, I can give you Hypnotized. I can give you More Money, More Problems, because even as a nigga with money, I still have so many problems that y'all wouldn't expect me to have. I'm gonna talk about it in this story, but I'm gonna still give y'all album cuts where I'm talking about stories of me robbing the nigga or the drugs going bad. And when I went to go kill somebody, I didn't kill him because when I seen him and spotted him, he turned around holding his daughter. Or I'm kicking in the door and I'm talking about all the rappers that feel like, oh, y'all want to come at me because I'm being labeled the king of New York. Fuck y'all. Yeah. This is not me rapping about glitz and glamour. This is something that people want to hear because everybody on the ground is still going through shit like this. I can still be the voice of the streets. This is why people like Lil Durk is so big, because no matter how big you get, there's still so much relatability. Granted, it might cost a lot of your friends or whatever experience and whatever it costs, but it's like artists like that have long careers because you don't lose sense of the people. You can make 2, 3, 4 commercial records and be well off for the rest of your life as an artist. Them album cuts are what keep people there. The relatability, the versatility, the ability to really touch people is what keeps people as fans. And that's what I feel like a lot of.
I think it'll reset itself.
It's gonna. You see what Kendrick Lamar just did 4 or 5 days ago, where he said it's time for the party to die. I think what he did to Drake, and we can't act like he didn't do anything to Drake because that would be a lie. When he said that your superpowers are getting neutralized and I can only watch in silence, we are actually seeing Drake's superpowers get neutralized. And I'm a Drake fan. I'm more of a Kendrick fan. But I'm a hip-hop fan more than anything, and I'm getting a chance to see, like, oh, wow. Nobody thought this would happen to Drake.
Yeah, I sure didn't. I was the...
And for Drake, and what disappointed me with the whole thing is Drake can rap his ass off. For you to not look at Kendrick Lamar as a competitor is where you fucked up at. This is one of the only niggas that can compete with you, and you, of all people, should know this. Everybody else, you can kind of... I don't even need to talk to y'all. This is the man you need to worry about. The nigga that doesn't leave his house. The nigga that is married with children. The nigga we know nothing about. He even said it.
Still has a big
like he said it was fun until you start to put money on the streets and lost money because you came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace. You need to be worried about that man more than anything else. The nigga that you can't, we're in a space where tea is the biggest thing. Getting tea on somebody is like, oh, I got him. Nigga, you can't get no dirt on this man. You need to be a little bit more worried. Cause what is he doing with his time? And then for him to just only time he tweets is when he's dropping a link to a song.
I see
Why?
that.
Why are you posting Instagram stories with Compton College t-shirts on? This is not the time for that. That's not the competitor.
I think they said the last 4 tweets he has is the 3 diss tracks.
Not like us. Euphoria.
The Super
Bowl promotion. and the
Family Matters.
Meet the Grams.
Some shit like that.
That's like. Oh my gosh! I can't, like, yo, and this is what and it sucks. But at the same time, it's so great because this is a part of the reset.
Yeah.
Then you get rappers like Doechii to come out with the phenomenal album. Mixtape. Sorry,
Mixtape.
not an album.
19 tracks.
We have to credit that.
Yeah.
Because we can imagine what her album is gonna sound like.
That's just gonna be fucking.
But
crazy.
even the shit that he just dropped on Instagram 5 days ago, where he's just like, nigga, this is not for y'all to dance. So I'm seeing DJs in real time like, this is lackluster. It's like, that was the point. He wants y'all to listen. We're in the space and time of you need to listen. What Cat Williams did in the beginning of this year really set precedence for everything that's happening. And it's just like, woo, okay. He must have been God's vessel for this message. Like, God sent him to like, yo, you need to go on this platform and air all this shit out. Because 2024 has been like an awakening year. And we're not done. We're in the 4th quarter. We don't know what's about to happen. Especially in music. It's just like, yo, we're seeing so much. We're seeing the shift in sonics. We're seeing the shift in culture. We're seeing figures just be diminished. It's just like, yo, where are we headed?
I think that is definitely.
I'm excited though.
Me too. I'm super excited. I think the reset is just gonna be so fucking crazy.
And refreshing.
It's gonna be so refreshing, and I think there's gonna be a new lane and outlet for real stars. First off, I think that I was just thinking about this on the way here. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because we gotta get into more questions. But the thing I was thinking about on the way here is how so many stars, so many people we looked up to growing up, so many people I looked up to in my teenage years. Like, niggas are so accessible now. Like,
yeah, that's why there aren't any superstars anymore.
Exactly. Like,
because
what the fuck?
Think about how big Little Bow Wow was in 2003. They used to have meet and greets in album signings and shit like that. Bow Wow used to have to run through the mall to get to his car for safety. Mm-hmm. Y'all seen that video of Bow Wow recently when he thought niggas was paying attention?
He's like, oh shit.
And it's like, the only reason why it's so much different for even somebody like Bow Wow is because
he's Bow Wow.
The accessibility is so much easier. We can't discredit Bow Wow. Bow Wow is one of the greatest of all times. If you really look at his career, there was no young niggas doing that. He kind of birthed the child rap star. Like, he was the first one besides Criss Cross. But it's like, for us at least, you don't have that anymore. Like, niggas is not getting chased no more unless they about to get beat up. Like, girls ain't chasing niggas in the mall no more. Like,
there's nothing.
You get Instagram Live. These niggas are on. Everybody's doing interviews because it's a part of rollouts now. Niggas didn't do interviews for real back in the day. You know how crazy it was to get a Jay-Z interview back in the day? Jay-Z might have 10 interviews out his whole career. And these interviews are not all in the same place. He's got CNBC and CNN and Forbes and maybe a Hot 97, maybe an Angie Martinez, because these are people that he feel like, I've grown with you. You can get an interview from me. Nowadays, it's just like Instagram pages are having interviews with certain people, and these niggas are telling all of their business. Nigga, I just went to the doctor yesterday, and I got an STD. Like, bro, what the fuck? But it's just like, that's how you're getting nowadays. That's how you get more people to become fans. Like, oh, he's real. This nigga just told us he had an STD. Yo, I just had one. Like, it's like, yo, bro, what is going on? Like, and a part of it that I can respect is the simple fact that we shouldn't idolize anybody. But at the same time, as an entertainer, this is what it started off as.
And you have to be bigger than life to some people.
You have to. This is why Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. Was Michael Jackson. Because he was bigger than... He is filling out football stadiums. People are passing out. This is why Beyonce is what Beyonce is, because there's still an extreme level of mystique to Beyonce. Beyonce has been lit for 30 years. But there's certain things, more than things that you do not know about Beyonce. And if you do know, it's because she told you in a song. So you have to go to her show. You have to buy the album. Or you will not know about Beyonce.
Literally.
This is why superstars like The Weeknd, even Doja Cats, the newer superstars, because they read pages out of these books and they're like, I'm not going to do a club hosting. If I go to the club, it decreases my value.
Literally. Like,
You're not gonna come. I'm not gonna get as many people to fill up this show venue because y'all can see me on Friday at the club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do as many interviews because then I don't really have much to talk about.
Right.
I can't go up there and freestyle for every outlet because what the fuck am I gonna say on my project? Yeah, I can rap my ass off. I can write a million songs, but it's like if I'm going up there freestyling for every outlet that I get, I seen Vince Staples say that he doesn't freestyle for everybody because it's like the auction block.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I coming up to the Breakfast Club to spit you a 16? No, nigga, buy the album. This is an interview for me to tell you to buy the album. Not for me to rap a 16. I'm rapping so many verses that y'all ain't heard yet. And then I get into rapping the verses off the album. And it's like, shit, well, that was the album. These niggas can hear the album for free on this podcast. No, like we gotta get, like, as artists, this is why it was such a great thing to be an artist, because it was a level of mysteriousness that made you a superstar. Mm-hmm. Niggas ain't superstars no more because we can walk into you in the streets and be like, yo, it was good.
And keep walking.
Nigga, I watched that shit yesterday when you and your girl got into the argument and she fucking threw the vase at you. You good? Alright. Nigga, you don't feel like a superstar to me. You feel like a nigga that makes good music. People know you got a following, and your life is just... I don't even need to listen to the album, nigga. You told me everything on Instagram Live. What the fuck am I listening to the album for?
Or even like arguing with fans. Like that shit is so like you're a loser. Like I don't know. That should just be like
and this is the only reason why fans feel like they can argue with you, because they know that I can say something that grinds your gears so bad that you're gonna look at your phone and say my ad name and say, you're a bitch. Like, bro, I'm 10. I'm behind this phone. You don't know what I think. I live with my mom. Like, nigga, I got school in the morning, but I just wanted to see if this shit worked. And it did. Because we are people at the end of the day. But it's just like you have to give yourself the space in place of knowing, like, okay, I am above certain things.
There's definitely a reset that needs to be had. Even like
how to be had.
What I'm trying to do, I be telling people, like, I did not go to school for 4 years to be called a podcaster. Like, this is journalism. This
you feel me?
Do.
Yes, and I commend you for that. Because even the journalists, I just had this argument with my girl and my manager the other day. I said, the Joe Budden podcast is considered modern day journalism. And they was like, but they're not journalists. I'm like, I didn't say they were journalists. I said this is considered modern day journalism.
Right.
Granted, if this is something that we, the consumer, is deeming a thing, everything in the fucking music business is made up if you think about it. So it's like, two things can be true at once. This is still modern day journalism. People are coming to get information from these platforms that they might not have had before. Mm-hmm. These people are interviewing people. They might not write. They might not have took the classes or whatever the case may be. And it puts real journalists in a weird space and place. Because it's like, people with no knowledge can't tell the difference.
Yeah, literally.
They're
commending that girl. And I swear, I gotta move on. But they're commending that girl that's on the Breakfast Club right now. Her name is Lauren, I think. She's standing in for Just Hilarious. Mm-hmm. But she's a journalist. Yeah. I want to be like her.
She's doing her job well. You see it.
Even with all the shit that happened this morning, like, she's like, I reached out to the feds.
Yeah,
I reached out
so
to,
on and so on.
You know,
figuring out really doing the job of a journalist. It's just like, everything in this, and I feel like it's really this industry, because it's the only industry that I know of and am in, which is like we can make shit up and we don't have, like, nobody can tell us anything.
Nobody's gonna fact check it.
Nobody's fact checking
that's
nothing.
just also like, never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's alright. We ain't even gotta go.
But your album, Cash Rules, is predicted to come out later on this year. Well, I hope it comes out.
Aiming for October. Sample clearances.
October. So, we can expect it in October.
Yeah.
And what point do you want to get across with this one? Or if it's a point at all?
Cash Rules. Cash Rules is really, so it's two things, right? One, my name is Kai Cash. I want to show y'all Cash Rules. I'm going to show y'all why I feel this way. Like I said in the beginning of the interview, I want to show people why I feel the way I feel about myself. I feel like y'all should feel this way too. Especially if y'all are looking for the reset and for the refreshment and things like that. Like, look to me. I have answers. That's how I feel. This is why Cash Rules. But outside of that, the symbolism of Cash Rules is whatever you deem important in your life, whatever got you to your point of, you know, happiness, joy, success, whatever's important is cash. Cash doesn't have to be money. It's just, it's a play off my name, and it's the term I'm using for my family, my art, my mental health, my habitats, my environments. These are things that make me me, and these are the reasons why I've succeeded in all ways and shapes in life. And that's what Cash Rules means to the people that might not want to be fans of me and just want to hear good music. This is what you take away from the project and the message of Cash Ruling. It's just like whatever is cash to you, whatever is an asset to you, and it helps you get through your day to day, and it's something that brings you to success is what rules. We can't sit here and lie and act like it ain't. If it's your faith, whatever it is to you, that's what Cash Rules means. Like, this is what rules. This is what I put. If you ask me what is important in my life, and I tell you these things rule in my life. That's what Cash Rules means for everybody. But in the grand scheme of things, nigga, come fuck with me. That's what Cash Rules stands for. Like, why not?
I love that. So I'm excited for that shit to come
Yeah,
out.
me too. I can't wait. I've been ready for a year. I mean, you know, you've been a part of the process.
I've been ready for that shit since April.
You're on the project.
Oh yeah, okay.
Literally, like, you're on the project. That's how true it is.
So you got this series that you've been doing on Instagram, the top 5. Did you think about it?
A little bit.
So the top 5 series that you've been doing. So what is your top 5 album? We like to ask everybody that at the end of the show.
Top 5 albums, shit. Life After Death, Notorious B.I.G.
That's 5 or that's 1?
No, that's 1.
Okay.
Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z.
I love Jay-Z right now.
I'm gonna put, for my 3, it's 3 different albums. I got Harlem World by Mace, I got Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent, and I got The Carter 3 by Lil Wayne at 3. So all of those are 3. Damn, this is difficult.
I should have used our scenario.
This is so difficult.
You can't take 8 with you.
Okay, you're right. All right. Nah, I already gave him my 3 for 3. Fuck that. I won't do it no more. 4, I'm going to give Kanye West his credit. Graduation is a phenomenal album. 5. This is so difficult. Wow. This is intense. This is difficult. 5. Y'all not even going to know, and this is crazy. But it's a great album, and I might know every song on this album. That's what I'm thinking about it on. 5. Y'all ever heard Destiny's Child's Destiny Fulfilled?
Yes.
I'm gonna put that as my 5th album. And I don't give a fuck what you think.
As your 5th album?
I'm putting that as my 5th
Our
album.
scenario is literally like if you are
In a
car ride. Yeah, in a car ride, but you like dying. So like it's an apocalyptic situation.
Alright, so I'm taking Destiny. Wait a minute.
No, you need Destiny's Fulfilled to go out.
Yeah. Can I add like an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's greatest hits. That means all the shit compiled. I gotta have Mike Jack in the vibe, because then you're gonna get Matt. Damn, Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Alright, fuck it. I gave my 5. I'm standing on business with my 5. Fuck it.
This has been a great interview.
Yes.
Like everything on point. I wish we could start like a podcast together. For real. Like just talk about that shit for real.
Let's talk. Then I'll lose my. It's too much accessibility if I start a podcast.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, we can't do it just yet. Let's
in a few years.
In a few years, yeah. Let's circle back on that idea.
So tell everybody where they can find you at.
Oh yeah, everywhere. Kaicash, KAICASH, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. DSPs is KAICA $H because that is my artist name and that's how it's spelled. Don't forget the $. But yeah, Kaicash.com. Get some merch. Get ready for Cash Rules.
Yeah, get the Cash Rules shirt. And it's been another episode of Live from the Garage.
Facts.
And I'm
we
so
not even
happy
in
to
the
have Kai
garage.
here today. Yeah, we just, we kicking in big
Means
shit
we
at
moving
the
up,
studio.
nigga.
So y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all next time on
Type
Live
shit.
from the Garage.
Type
Bye.
shit.